Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Washington Street Gym as Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling brings Bomber Sports to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hulett. As we get ready to go, the announcing of the starting lineups by Justice Keene being done right now, Bomber Sportsnet. As it's the usual suspects for the Bombers: Kylie Robinson, Kate Stortzum, Drew Creasy, Haley Emmerich, and Kennedy Allensworth getting the start tonight. So scratch that, not the normal subjects. It is Kylie Robinson, Kate Stortzum, Drew Creasy, Haley Emmerich, and Kennedy Allensworth. For the Maple Leaves, it's Kendall Ellerbrock, Hannah Kreiner, Caitlin Seaman, Addison Snodgrass, number 5, and number 14, Mia Kelly. And just like the JV contest, Geneseo wins the tip, as the intensity level much higher here early in this one than it was the JV contest. Ball movement much quicker for Geneseo as we're underway here. First quarter action, and I forgot to reset the scoreboard. I apologize, folks. Let me do that real quick. 3 on the way, off no good. That was Kelly with the shot, and the Bombers will take it back the other way. There we go. We should be good now. I apologize for that. Maple Leaves and Bombers going at it. Kylie Robinson with it. She goes down Kate Stortzum in the corner. No, it's Drew Creasy, excuse me. Now to Kate Stortzum. It's tipped away out of bounds off the hands of Kendall Ellerbrock. Emmerich with it now. She puts up the runner with one hand, and it's good, and Haley Emmerich gets the bucket. And a nice transition look, but can't finish. Holy smokes, a lot of contact down there. A pair of 10s going at it. It was Hannah Kreiner and Drew Creasy, and Hannah Kreiner gave her a pretty good shot there. No foul call, though. There's a 3 on the way. It's good by Addison Snodgrass. And the Maple Leafs have the lead for the first time tonight. And a steal as they get it away from the Bombers. Back the other way it comes in a hurry. Down low. Snodgrass. Back to Snodgrass it comes. On the dribble, picked up by Kennedy Allensworth. Up top it comes. Number 14 is Mia Kelly. Back to Snodgrass. She loses the dribble, gathers it back up, hands it off to Kreiner. Kreiner blocked, man. She got hit a ton as well by Creasy. And now they make more contact. Now there's more contact between Allensworth and Kreiner. And Snodgrass picks up the ball. It's going to come out to Mia Kelly. It's stolen away. Kate Stortzum comes down with it. 5:55 to go here in the first quarter, and they are letting them play, folks. A lot of contact both ways. It's not one-sided. They're letting them both play, but it could be really rough by the end of the game if it stays at this level of intensity, or builds, I should say. Emmerich with it. She's got the only 2 for the Bombers. Kylie Robinson wanted a step-back 3, didn't take it. Emmerich on a drive, gives it back to Robinson. The 1-2-2 or 3-2 zone is spread out much more here at the varsity level than it has been for the fresh soft level for the Geneseo Maple Leaves. And Emmerich's pass, ill-advised into Allensworth, is stolen away by number 12, Caitlin Seaman, and she brings it up the floor, and she's going to have it tipped away out of bounds by Catherine Stortzum. And it's going to be Maple Leafs basketball with 5:06 to go here in the first quarter. May take the crowd a few seconds to get involved in this one, as the intensity level is so much higher than it was for the JV contest. There's Kelly. She skips it across. 3 on the way is good by Snodgrass. That's her second 3. She's got 6 points, and it's 6-2. And a foul is going to be called on number 10, Hannah Kreiner. Her team's first of the quarter. It's actually the first foul on either team here in the first quarter. Drew Creasy will inbound it. Haley Emmerich loses the ball through her hands, took her eyes off of it the last second, let it slide on through and out of bounds. The Geneseo basketball up 6-2 here with 4:29 to go in quarter number 1. The Bombers go into their full court press again. Snodgrass across half court with it on the dribble. She's going to go left side. More contact. 3 on the way by Snodgrass. That one's off, no good. Rebound by Ellerbrock. It's still bouncing around. I don't know how anybody knew who touched that at all, but it's out of bounds. Possession to Geneseo. I thought Macomb touched it, but there were so many hands and that ball was bouncing around so many places. I don't know. Nice look down to Snodgrass. She's got all 8 points. And the Bombers lose the ball out of bounds, but they'll get to keep it. They trail 8-2 to Geneseo here with 4:03 to go in the first quarter. Halfway through quarter number 1. It's all Snodgrass and Geneseo in the green jerseys. Robinson, 3, Stortzum, off, no good. Robinson with the rebound. She brings it back out. On the dribble, 3:48 remaining. Stortzum down the corner, Emmerich. Emmerich's going to drive baseline, gives it to Allensworth. Allensworth wide open on a pass from Emmerich. And Kennedy Allensworth gets her first 2 of the night. And now a steal. Kylie Robinson had it for a moment, knocked away, and then Drew Creasy. Nope. Kate Stortzum is going to pick up the foul. It'll be her first, team's first.
Personal foul charge to number 5, Catherine Stortzum. That's her first, team first.
And a steal for the Bombers. Emmerich, the length of the floor, can't finish. Allensworth had the rebound, and she's going to be fouled. As 23 fouls 23. That's going to be a foul on Kendall Ellerbrock, her first. Kennedy Allensworth's going to be shooting 2 free throws here for the Bombers. Second foul on the Maple Leafs. Kennedy Allensworth hits the first. It's 8-5. Bombers trail by 3. Second one is good as well. Bombers cut the lead to 2 at 8-6. Oh, what ball movement down the floor, and a great look and a great finish for Geneseo, as the bucket was made by number 10, Hannah Kreiner, but the pass was made by Maya Kelly, and it's a 4-point lead again for the Maple Leafs. Now Stortzum leaves it short. Snodgrass with the steal. Kelly pushes it back the other way. She's going to put the shot up, and a charge is going to be called. Haley Emmerich was there. She was moving, but you don't have to be set. You just have to be straight. And Maya Kelly is going to pick up the foul. It's a player control foul. Team's third.
Geneseo offensive foul charge to 14. Mia Kelly, that's her first, team third. It is a non-shooting foul.
2:48 to go here in the first quarter. 10-6 is the score. Pretty good ball game so far here. If you're in the live chat or if you're watching, tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering from. A little bit of haphazard play. It's been pretty rough, but the game has been a good one. We're at the 2:33 mark of quarter number 1. Haley Emmerich gets trapped in the corner, is going to get it out to Drew Creasy, who came to bail her out in the corner. Creasy back to Emmerich. 2:20 remaining. Oh, Stortzum was wide open, and Emmerich throws it to Snodgrass. Geneseo back the other way. Robinson knocks it away. It goes out of bounds. That'll be Geneseo basketball with 2:14 remaining. Ball inbounded by Seaman. Snodgrass skips it across. That's into the game. Number 3 is Addie Mills. Snodgrass. Now it's going to be Seaman. 3 on the way, off no good for Kelly. Rebound for the Bombers. Kylie Robinson pushes it up the near side. Stortzum over to Emmerich. Subs coming in at the next break for the Bombers. Skips down corner, Creasy. Creasy pump fakes, drives, puts a shot up. It's blocked. A big block by Snodgrass. Creasy got around, but Snodgrass with the extra height was able to close and block from behind. 1:27 remaining. First quarter. Down low, it goes to Mills. Mills fadeaway jumper off no good. Rebound, nope, lost. As a little feistiness going on as Kennedy Allensworth got the rebound. The foul, I believe, was on, let's see if it's on number 12. It is Caitlin Seaman picking up the foul. Her first, team's fourth. Subs coming in. Back in the game is going to be number 23, Kendall Ellerbrock. Checking out, going to be number 10, Hannah Kreiner. 1:20 remaining. Sophie Wilson in the game. Haley Emmerich. Full court press that time by Geneseo as they fall into a 2-3 zone, I think, or a 3-2 zone. As they had Mills up playing a point position, and she fell back to a low position in the 3-2 zone. But on the press, she was playing out front. That's what got me a little discombobulated there. Ball knocked out of bounds by Geneseo to stay with the Bombers. 55.5 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1. You're watching Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb High Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Live chat's open. Hop in there, tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. We love to have the live chat going as long as it's constructive communication. That ball by Creasy's tipped. Emmerich comes down with it. She pump fakes, puts the shot up. She got hammered, no foul. And Allensworth didn't get fouled nearly as hard as Emmerich, but Allensworth's going to go to the free throw line again. Foul's going to be on number 3, Addie Mills, I do believe. Nope, they called it on number 5, Addison Snodgrass. Her first, team's 5th. Allensworth hits her 3rd straight. Allensworth hits both, and it's a 2-point game again. Kelly to Ellerbrock. Down low. That Snodgrass has it stolen away by Allensworth, and she'll push it back the other way with 23 seconds remaining. Nearly lost the ball. Gets up court, and a timeout's going to be called by Coach Kane. As after he called it, it got outletted to Drew Creasy. He's like, man, I don't want it now. Can we just pretend I didn't call that? Unfortunately, Coach, no such luck. So it'll be a timeout. Bombers, their first of the game. It's 20.6 seconds remaining here at Washington Street Gym in Macomb, Illinois. Geneseo leads Macomb 10-8. This game is being brought to you tonight by the Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief. They have 2 editions each week. You can read all of the great articles on sports coverage from Macomb High, BPC, and some West Prairie stuff as well. From the longtime sports writer in the Macomb area, Shelby Burgett, is on the staff at the Community News Brief. They also still do their news brief as well. So make sure you check them out. You can pick it up at any of many locations in Bushnell, Colchester, Blandesville, and Macomb. 17 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Emmerich has it. She gives to Wilson. Wilson tries to get it to Creasy. It was tipped by Ellerbrock, and then Creasy stuck an arm out to try to grab it. It went off her finger out of bounds. And it'll be Geneseo with the 2-point lead and the basketball. 9.6 seconds remaining. Baseball pass. Ellerbrock, then it goes back down to Kelly. Near side, it comes to Kreiner. Back to Kelly. Corner. Ellerbrock, long 2, bank shot off, no good, and that's how quarter number 1 will end. 10-8. The score, the Maple Leaves lead the Bombers as Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling brings Bomber Sports to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll take a break, and we'll be back right after this.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
And quarter number 1 has been completed. Geneseo leads Macomb 10-8. Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling bringing you Bomber Sports to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. The bonus disappears. The fouls resets as we get ready to go to quarter number 2. Eight minutes on the clock. Second quarter action here from Washington Street Gym. I'll say hi to Tegan Perry, who just walked up here after a long day at work today. He's one of our regular helpers on all our broadcasts. I want to thanks to Tegan. And a steal goes back the other way. Shot up and off, no good. Man, there's a lot of contact down there. It's going to be saved in. Back to Geneseo. Kelly with it. She's going to drive, and she's going to be hammered by Haley Emmerich. First foul of quarter number 2 is going to go, or not. Oh, they are, okay. I was going to say, I didn't think they were going to call it for a second. Haley Emmerich picks up her first. Mia Kelly is going to shoot 2 for Geneseo. She's not scored yet. 7:42 to go in the first half. First one is good. 7:42 remaining. It's 11-8. Second one's off, no good. Ends up in the hands of Kelly. Ellerbach down low. Turnaround shot off, no good. Another bomber foul shot. Hannah Kreiner. She'll be at the free throw line shooting 2. Fouls on number 32, Madeline McClure. Her first. Team second. First one is good for number 10, Hannah Kreiner. She's got 3 points. Make it 4. She hits them both. And it's back to a 5-point lead, 13-8. Kreiner takes a seat. No, not Kreiner, excuse me. That was Seaman takes a seat. End of the game, number 34 is Peyton Snyder for the Geneseo Maple Leafs.
Bench warning, charge to Geneseo.
And I don't know what the bench warning was for, but there was a bench warning. Coach on the far side's like, I don't know what that was about, but still having a pretty good conversation over there. Near side, that's Sophie Wilson. Robinson gives it to Abernathy. Shot up, off, no good. That was Wilson threw that one up, 6:50, and then Kate Stortsom is going to pick up the foul. That'll be her second, team's third already of quarter number 2. First one, it's not a shooting foul, though. Kate Stortsom picks up her second. 6:51 to go in the first half. Mia Kelly is going to walk it up the floor, left side to Snodgrass. Snodgrass scored the first 7, hadn't scored since, but she gets 2 there. Scratch that, she scored the first 8. She's got 10. Snodgrass outlets it to Kelly. Kelly's going to go the length of the floor, lays it up and in. Not great angle, but a great finish. Timeout by the Bombers. Kelly has her 3rd point. A great outlet pass from Snodgrass, and it's 17-8. The lead is 9 for Geneseo. This game being brought to you here at Washington Street Gym by Pond Plus. Pond Plus is proud to have served Macomb and the surrounding area for over 20 years, providing cash for most items of value. Pond Plus is the area's largest seller of used items, including firearms. They also provide on-site jewelry repair and are open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday. They have great selection of jewelry, electronics, tools, and video games. I was in there today, actually. They've got all kinds of stuff if you need a last-minute gift for a friend or family member, located at 324 West Jackson Street in Macomb between Erico and Taco Bell. And Western Illinois University. At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in because purple stands out. At WIU, there's limitless potential with campuses in Macomb, Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out. As the Bombers take the timeout there, they'll have 3 timeouts remaining. Geneseo has not used a timeout yet. Emmerich drives the length of the floor, kicks it out to Creasy left side. Up top, Wilson again takes her eyes off of it. She did that same thing. And it is over and back on Wilson. Trailing official thought it bounced on the line, so 6:10 remaining. Once again, live chat's open. Hop in there, tell us who you're cheering for, where you're watching from. These will stay in the chat, so when they go back and rewatch the game, if they want to, they'll be able to see we're here cheering them on. Snodgrass kicks it out to Ellerbrock. 3 on the way, left side, off no good. That was off the hands of Kreiner. It goes out of bounds. Possession to the Bombers on the rebound attempt. 5:50 remaining here in the first half. And nearly a steal. Wilson comes down with it. Hines with it. Can't finish. Allensworth back out. 3 on the way. High, a bounce off, no good. That was Emmerich. Now Hines with another putback. Allensworth with another putback. Off, no good, and it's going to be saved in bounds. Outlet to Emmerich. Now up top, Wilson. Wilson's going to, well, she wanted a 3. She's going to take a 3. It's short. She hesitated the first time. She was probably in better position to take the 3 the first time and didn't get rim on that one. It goes out of bounds. Possession to Geneseo after all that craziness. 5:22 to go in the first half. Down low, it goes, and a block this time as Emmerich did not get to the spot. That's 4 on the Bombers here in the quarter. Emmerich's going to pick up her second foul. 17-8, Emmerich will take a seat. Kylie Robinson checks back in for the Bombers. 5:14 to go in the first half. 4 fouls on the Bombers. That means that the Maple Leaves will be in a bonus the rest of the way. Allensworth gets the steal. Back the other way it goes. Robinson to Creasy. 5 minutes remaining in the first half, and this has been all green here in the second quarter. Wilson, as Allensworth battles down low, trying to find a way to get her the basketball. They have not been able to do that. Creasy lost it. Robinson gathers it back up after Creasy was able to get the ball knocked over to her. Hines now is going to try and drive. Stops. Wilson looks at the 3. Pull up. Runner actually, and it's rebounded by Allensworth. Her shot's off, no good. Rebound by Snodgrass. She hesitates, has it stolen away. Ball on the floor. Jump ball is going to be coming, and it will be Geneseo basketball. 4:27 remaining in the first half. The intensity level, if not the quality of basketball, is way higher in this one. It's going to be Seaman to inbound. She gives it to Mia Kelly, and it's going to be over to Ellerbrock. Seaman with the drive now is going to dump it down to Ellerbrock. Out top it comes. Snodgrass over to Kreiner. Now to, the 2 is from Seaman. That's her first. Caitlin Seaman gets her first 2. And it's 19-8. It was 10-8 at the end of the first quarter. It's a 9-0 run to open the second quarter. Bombers have yet to score with 3:53 remaining in the first half. They have not scored here in the second quarter, halfway through. Robinson with it. And a travel on Jordan Hines. 3:45 to go.
Timeout, Geneseo.
Geneseo is going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. You're watching Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb High Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
Welcome back to Macomb High School. Or no, we're at Washington Street Gym. It's Macomb High School playing. We're at Washington Street Gym. Ignore what I said, folks. If you're at Macomb High School, you're not able to watch this game. And I wouldn't be able to broadcast it from there, as a matter of fact. Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling bringing Bomber Sports to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And a steal finally rolls to Kylie Robinson. And the Bombers have it back with 3:35 remaining here in the first half. A 3-2 zone, and Geneseo really extends it at the varsity level. Now the Bombers switch the offensive play up a little bit, and a sports corner three for Drew Creasy. That's the Bombers' first points at the 3:18 mark. Long shot off, no good. Rebound by Robinson. Back the other way it goes. For the Bombers, 3 minutes remaining. Robinson's going to try a three. It's off, no good. Rebound by Kelly, and it'll go back to Geneseo. Oh, nice pass down to Ellerbrock. Kelly with it again. Three on the way by Ellerbrock. Off, no good. Rebound by Snodgrass. Oh, what a pass across the lane to Kelly from Snodgrass. Kelly has 5 points. The scoreboard has 21. I put it on the wrong side. Oh, what a block by Kylie Robinson. It'll go back to Geneseo, but what a block by Kylie Robinson. Sorry about that, folks. It's 21-11. I put the three from Drew Creasy on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Robinson again knocks another one out of bounds. Well, let's see. 2:21 remaining. Oh, somebody lost a player but couldn't finish was Hannah Kreiner. She was wide open. 2:15 to go. Bombers have the basketball. And a foul on the Bombers. It'll be free throws. Should be free throws coming here. Drew Creasy picks up the foul, her first. It is a shooting foul as Maple Leafs are in the bonus the rest of the way. So going down to shoot the free throws is going to be Addie Mills for Geneseo.
Addie Mills will be at the line to shoot bonus for Geneseo.
First free throw by Mills is off, no good. Second free throw coming here. 1:59 left. Second one's off, no good as well. Geneseo with it. Stolen away by Wilson. She's going to push it back the other way with 1:48 remaining. 3 on the way by Robinson, off no good. Ball knocked away by Wilson, picked up by the Geneseo. It's going to be outletted to Kreiner, and she'll push it the other way with Robinson guarding her. Out to Mills it comes. Basket is. Snodgrass. Number 12 for Geneseo is going to get the foul. The basket's good by Snodgrass. It's a 3. So it is 24-11. The foul's on number 12. I was right. Caitlin Seaman, her second on the push underneath. And the Bombers are going to lose it out of bounds. It'll stay. It was a foul on Seaman on the rebound attempt. 1:21 to go as Seaman took a seat. Ellerbrock, Mills, Kelly, Snodgrass, and Kreiner on the floor for the Maple Leaves. It's Abernathy, Stortzum, Allensworth, Robinson, and Sophie Wilson for the Bombers. Snodgrass, they're going to call Allensworth with a push. Kennedy Allensworth's going to pick up her first. That means 2 free throws coming for Hannah Kreiner. She's got 4 points already, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 1:03 to go in the first half. First one is good. Second one off, no good. Mills had the ball, couldn't hold on to it. .53 seconds remaining. Shot off, no good. Allensworth with the rebound. 43 seconds remaining. Down low, Allensworth tipped away by Mills. Great, or no, that's Ellerbrock, excuse me. It was great defense. And then a turnover. Kelly went down hard for Geneseo. She gets back up, 20 seconds remaining. Robinson, finger roll, short, 3 seconds left. Sophie Wilson turnaround, shot off, no good after the steal, and that's how the first half is going to end. It's 25-21 at the half. 25-11, excuse me. Geneseo with the lead over the Bombers. You're watching Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb High Sports here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in just a little bit.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome once again, as we're happy to bring to you is our title sponsor here on TSSR Game Time Live, and we're here with Lindsay Douglas, the Director of Physician and Provider Recruitment. I about left out provider out of that. So physician and provider recruitment here at MDH. It's a huge mouthful for me, so explain to us what that is.
Sure. So I am in charge of bringing in candidates for both physician and provider positions here at MDH. So provider meaning anything like nurse practitioner, advanced practice nurse practitioner, physician assistant, things like that. So I source those candidates, bring them in, and try to find the best providers and physicians to provide care at our facility.
So you found a home at MDH. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? How long have you been here? Stuff like that.
So I am from Macomb originally. I graduated from Macomb High in 2009, graduated from WIU in 2014, studied communication there, and started my career in politics and worked for a couple different state representatives and state senators. Then found myself in the educational realm for a little while at the Regional Office of Education, and eventually found myself here at MDH. I started here in February of this past year. I started out as patient advocate, and this role opened up, and I'm now in the role of Director of Physician and Provider Recruitment.
Obviously, McDonough District Hospital, very important to Macomb.
Sure.
And it's the communities not only of Macomb, but Bushnell, Colchester, Blandonsville, Industry. You're from here. So what was it that drew you back here and got you to stay here at MDH?
So MDH is like home to me. I am a fourth generation MDH employee. So my great grandma Nancy Weaver was one of the first nurses that they hired when the hospital opened in 1958. My grandma started working here maybe 10 to 15 years after that. She started as a CNA on acute care, and then she worked in peds, and eventually she worked as the unit secretary for home health and hospice, and she retired from that position after being at MDH for a total of 50 years. That's
a long time.
Yeah. My mom is here as an administrative secretary. She's Brian's administrative assistant. And so I'm now here as a fourth generation employee of the hospital. So it was kind of a thing where I always thought I might end up at MDH just because of that family legacy of working in healthcare.
So before we came on camera, I heard a story. You guys were at a speaker recently, and you got to be there with your mom.
Yeah.
Does that make it really special to be a part of MDH, to still have your mom working here?
It's so cool. My mom is down the hall from me. So if I need something in the middle of the day, I can run down the hall and grab her. But it's also just cool to think about like the legacy that leaves in the community, especially being fourth generation and female. I think that's just a really special thing for my family and for this community here.
So as we look at those kind of, you have a personal connection here. How do you use those personal connections when you're out trying to recruit a physician or a provider?
Sure. So I use the story a lot of my office, actually. So I'm in room 318, which was a room for patients at one time, and now they've converted it into an office space. And one of my favorite stories to tell physicians is that my great grandma was sick in the hospital and was in that room, and that's where my grandma was recruited to join MDH. So my grandma had no plans of working in healthcare, but she was taking care of her mom as a sick patient, and the nurse at the time came to her and was like, "You are such a great caretaker. Why are you not a nurse? Why are you not doing this as your full-time occupation?" And so my grandma decided that healthcare would be her lifetime and like 50 years. And so she started working for MDH and was recruited right out of my office. So I just find that to be a really special connection when I'm looking to bring people to this community. Like the recruitment started in this office 50 years ago. And here I am starting a whole new legacy of recruiting people. And I just am so passionate about this community. And I just love living here. I moved back here from Quincy, chose to raise our family here just because we really love Macomb and we really love being in McDonough County.
So obviously the personal touch, you got the great personal story. You love Macomb. What does MDH offer to the providers and the physicians? What's the sales point for you on the professional level?
So because we're a small rural healthcare organization, your voice is heard here much louder than when you're in a large organization. So when you're in one of those larger hospital systems, you might be one of 15 to 20 providers in a specialty. At MDH, you might be one of two, you might be one of one. And so your voice in that medical staff office is going to be the loudest one in the room about your specialty. And that's a really unique situation for a physician to be, you know, the main voice for speaking for pediatrics or for speaking for orthopedics or whatever that specialty is. You're it. You're the guy. You're the one providing the care for the whole community. And you don't get that if you go to a large healthcare organization.
So those bonuses are probably obstacles in some cases as well.
Sure.
So how do you overcome those obstacles?
It really depends on the provider. You know, if someone is really wanting to be in a place where they're just in the background, they don't want to be that main voice, you know, I kind of have to tell them, you know, this is unique. You know, it's a unique community where you're going to go out into Walmart to get your groceries and run into one of your patients, and you're not going to find that everywhere. And that might be scary for you, thinking about, well, I don't want to mess somebody's care up and then run into them and have to explain it to all of Walmart. But it's just, you can also sell that as you're not going to go to Chicago and work somewhere where you're going to run into your patients every day.
Well, Lindsay, I appreciate you coming and talking to us today. Hopefully some people can understand more about MDH and how it's such a family-oriented business and so important to McDonough County and the surrounding area. Keep doing a good job, and maybe your little girl that wanted that 100 chicken nuggets can be the next generation to join MDH.
Exactly.
Well, we'll be back after halftime here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We're now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
And welcome back to Washington Street Gym. Hey, I got it right that time. Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling bringing you Bombers Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Dwayne Hulett, thanks for joining us. 25-11 the score. The Bombers trail Geneseo at the half as we get ready to go with second half action here. We'll take a look at some of the scoring leaders at the half. Unofficial, of course. 13, a game high 13 for Addison Snodgrass. She's got 3 3-pointers. Hannah Kreiner has 5. She's 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Caitlin Seaman has 2 points. Mia Kelly has 5 points. She's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And 0 for 2 from the free throw line is Addie Mills. That does that up to 25. For the Bombers, 3 points for Drew Creasy, 2 points for Haley Emmerich, 6 points for Kennedy Allensworth. She's 4 of 4 from the free throw line. And that's all the scoring for the Bombers in the first half. 11 points at the half as we get ready to go with the third quarter. Robinson will walk it up for Macomb High. It's Bomber basketball to open the final half of basketball here tonight. The Bombers got the JV win in a big way, but they are struggling with the varsity contest here. 7:45 remaining. And the third quarter just underway. Washington Street Gym. Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling bringing Bomber Sports to TSSR Game Time Live. And a foul is going to be called. I believe it's going to be on number 12, Caitlin Seaman. We'll see. Nope, it's on number 10, Hannah Kreiner. It's her second, team's first of the third quarter. Shot was off, no good, and it's going to be Geneseo basketball. Bombers go back to their man full court pressure. Snodgrass. Ellerbrock. Ellerbrock is guarded by Allensworth. Pair of 23s going at it right there. That's going to be Seaman on the drive. Robinson guards her. Kelly. Ellerbrock. Up top it comes to Snodgrass. Snodgrass, nice little spin move. 3 on the way is off, well off the mark by Kreiner, out of bounds. Poor shot for each team to start the third quarter, and with 7:02 to go, they'll reset and retry and get ready to go. Here's the Bombers have the basketball. 7 minutes remaining in quarter number 3. Emmerich down to Allensworth. Allensworth gets the bucket up and in. Haley Emmerich, a nice pass. Allensworth, a good finish. And the Bombers have the first 2 points of the quarter. She's got 8 now, does Kennedy Allensworth. Bombers picking up the defensive intensity a little bit and man-to-man pressure here. Kelly's got a good cut to the basket. Man, she got hammered and she fell down hard. Hopefully she's okay. She's not getting up very quickly. Foul's going to be on the Bombers. Kelly will be shooting 2. Foul's going to be on Kennedy Allensworth, her second. Team's first of the second half. Mia Kelly going to be shooting free throws. She's 1 of 2 from the charity stripe on the night. She has 5 points. 6:26 to go here in quarter number 3. Free throw is good. She's 2 for 3 now. Bombers shot 4 free throws in the first half, all from Allensworth. That's it. Second free throw is off, no good. Creasy with it. 6:18 remaining in the third quarter. Robinson's going to put up the 3. Off, no good. Rolled around and out. Down the court it comes. Kreiner has it swiped away. What quick hands by Kylie Robinson. 6 minutes remaining, and the Bombers have the basketball, trailing by 13. Shots off, no good. Robinson with the rebound. Nope, Stortzum, excuse me. Stortzum's double teamed. Has it swiped away. And Snodgrass had it taken away by Seaman. Now Snodgrass walks it up the floor. 5:30 remaining in the third quarter. Near side, Ellerbrock. 3 on the way by Snodgrass. Off, no good. Rebound by Haley Emmerich. She pushes it up the floor. She has Creasy trailing to the rack. Emmerich leaves it short and gets her own rebound, and then she's going to be fouled, but it's going to be on the floor. It's going to be on number 14, Mia Kelly, her second. Team second. Donna Stortzum, thanks for watching from PA again. Dante Drake watching from Charleston. Yeah, I hear Quincy. Saw your quote or your message in the last broadcast, Dante. I hear Quincy's pretty darn good this year. Talking to Chris Dewar about him the other day. He said they're the real deal. Goes off of Geneseo out of bounds. I had not heard they got the win last night, but I've heard they are pretty darn good. 5:12 to go. Robinson on the inbound. Little crossover dribble. Gives it to Emmerich. Emmerich drives baseline. Is blocked again from behind. Jump ball. Possession to Geneseo as the pair of 12s were going at it. Seaman and Emmerich tied up. It's a green basketball with 5:03 to go. 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Down low, Seaman with it. She's picked up by Allensworth. She tried to throw it off Allensworth and missed. Allensworth said, ole, 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 ole. And it goes out of bounds. Possession to the Bombers. Back to Emmerich. Across half court now with 4s on the clock. 4-4-4. Now bouncing it out or trying to, but a good job getting a hand on it was Ellerbrock. And Seaman pushes it up the other side. Snodgrass wide open three. She's got three of them. Make it. No, it bounced off. I thought it was going in on the rebound. Off the backboard, it did not. Robinson with the rebound. And it goes back the other way for the Bombers. Haley Emmerich with it. 4:10 remaining. Quarter number 3. Long two by Emmerich. In and out, no good. And Allensworth is going to pick up her 4th foul. And that was make it a 3rd foul. Excuse me. 2nd of the quarter. And that was a good call. She put a forearm right in the back of the Geneseo defender. Or rebounder, I should say. Team 2nd for the Bombers. Both teams have 2 apiece. Kelly gives it off to Ellerbrock. Near side, it goes to Kreiner. Kreiner now up top. Snodgrass doesn't take it. Has it knocked away by Allensworth. Gathers it back up. Corner, it goes. Ellerbrock with it. Creasy's out there on her. Seaman, and Seaman's going to be fouled. That might be on Emmerich. Nope, it's going to be on Creasy. It's her 2nd. Team's 3rd of the quarter. 3:38 remaining. Allensworth leaves. Emmerich leaves. Abernathy is in, as is Sophie Wilson. 3 on the way is good for Hannah Kreiner. She's got 8s. And Geneseo takes a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. And we'll tell you this game being brought to you by King Family Chiropractic. With locations in Bushnell and Macomb, King Family Chiropractic supports Macomb athletes. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. To set an appointment, call 309-837-MyDC. They also perform DOT and CDL physicals. And Sports Corner at 124, Macomb's original local sports bar. Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124. We'll tell you they are doing a special right now for Christmas. If you buy a $50 gift certificate, you get $10 extra. You can put that on a separate card or put it on the same one. If you buy $100, you get $20 extra. So it is a good deal and a good time to get your favorite person some good food eats for the entire year, or part of the year anyway. $50 gift cards, get an extra 10. And Abernathy's shots off, no good. 3:18 remaining. Bomber foul charged to Drew Creasy. It is her 3rd. Bombers have a couple of players with 3 fouls now. 4 in the quarter for the Bombers. Maple Leafs will be in the bonus. I forgot to take that off. I don't know why. That's the one thing I don't like about this program. And a pass goes through the legs. Kate Stortsom goes down and picks it up. Back the other way. And now from the other side, 1-5 has it knocked away by another 5. It goes off of Stortsom. Knocked off her by Snodgrass. And it'll be Geneseo basketball with 2:55 remaining. Jordan Hines checks in for the Bombers. So it's Abernathy and Hines and Wilson, all sophomores on the floor for Macomb, along with a couple juniors, Stortsom and Robinson. 2:51 to go. Pushed up the floor by Kelly. Nice look ahead to Kreiner. She couldn't get to it, though. And through the legs of Hines, skips it out. Snodgrass, long 2. It's off, no good. Bounced around. Ellerbrock has it. Out to Snod. Nope, that's Mills over there. Now a 3 on the way by Kreiner is good. Kreiner has 11. Yeah, Maple Leafs are controlling the boards, which isn't a big surprise, Dante. They definitely outsized the Bombers. But the Bombers work hard underneath, but they just are outsized right now in the rebounding department. 3 on the way, Stortsom. No good. Just off the front of the rim, left it a little short. 2:05 to go. Third quarter here, it's 32-13. It was Snodgrass hitting the threes in the first half. It's Kreiner hitting them early in the second half as we approach the halfway point of the second half. Mills has it. Down low, she goes to Snodgrass over Hines, and Hines gets the partial block. Robinson's there to pick it up. 1:40 remaining. Back the other way it goes for the Bombers. Driving, shot off, no good. Left it long, and Hines goes down to fight for it. Gets it. Abernathy. Wilson, got bailed out as that's a steal, and Snodgrass had an easy layup. And I guess that's only fair because the Bombers called a timeout when they didn't need to because of a good pass in the first half, which wiped out a probable fast break. This time the timeout wipes out a fast break the other way. So I would say it's just a wash, right? That's what we'll go with. It's just a wash. And we will see how things go here as it's a full timeout by Geneseo. We'll take a break and be back to the Washington Street Gym in just about 15 seconds.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Welcome back to the Washington Street Gym. You're watching Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb High Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 1:27 to go, quarter number 3, 32-13. It is a 19-point lead for Geneseo over Macomb High right now. Geneseo comes out of the timeout. On the floor for Geneseo, number 34, Peyton Snyder. Down low is going to be Ellerbrock and Mills. Siemens running the point on the 1-2-2. Snodgrass is on the other side. For the Bombers, it's Stortsom with the basketball. Wilson, Abernathy, Hines, and Robinson for MHS. 1:15 to go. Robinson for three. It's left short as well. Hines with the rebound. She puts it back up. It's off, no good. And then it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Peyton Snyder. It'll stay with the Bombers with 1:08 remaining. Coming all the way up top to Robinson. Seaman is guarding her. Now to Hines. Hines kicks it out. Stortsom, sports corner three. Stortsom gets the sports corner three for the Bombers. And Seaman loses that one out of bounds, and it'll be Bomber basketball. Stortsom gets her first 3 points of the contest. Plenty of time left in this one, a whole quarter and 49.8 seconds remaining. Into Hines, back out. Stortsom to Robinson, 43 seconds remaining. Abernathy, Wilson. Down to Hines. She threw it a ton to Stortsom, and Stortsom just couldn't quite hold on to it. It'll be possession to Geneseo with 35.6 seconds remaining. Mills comes near side Ellerbrock, 24 seconds left. And Mills thought that was for somebody else and let it go, and it went right out of bounds. Possession to Macomb. And the coach on the far side, Scott Hardison, just rubbing his hands on his bald head saying, you got to be kidding me. What are we doing here? Three on the way by Sophie Wilson. That's well off the mark. Rebounded by Snodgrass, outletted to Seaman. 5 seconds, pull-up jumper, right elbow, off, no good. Stortsom with the rebound, 2, 1, and then it's going to let it run out. Well, Robinson's going to give it a heave, but nowhere close. At the end of 3 quarters of play, the Bombers trail 32-16. We'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back to the Washington Street Gym as we get ready for the fourth quarter here It's 32-16. Bombers trail the Maple Leafs of Geneseo. If you would be so kind, share this link. Let them watch the fourth quarter and subscribe to our channel. We'd appreciate that as well, as we have the fourth quarter coming your way here. And Geneseo up by 16. Eight minutes left, fourth quarter. Bombers need to make a charge in a hurry here if they want to get back in this one. And a foul is going to be called on Snodgrass. That'll be her second, team's first of the fourth quarter. Bombers will inbound. Robinson, fadeaway off, no good. She has yet to score tonight. Kreiner with it. Gives it to Seaman. 7:33 remaining. No hurry to shoot here are the Maple Leafs of Geneseo, up by 16, 32-16 the score. They've doubled up the Bombers. And then Ellerbrock takes a long two. It's just a two, but it is a long two for Ellerbrock. She gets her first 2 points of the night. Robinson bounces it off of Geneseo out of bounds. Madeline McClure comes in, replaces Abernathy. Robinson with it, 6:50 remaining. Three on the way, Creasy. It's good, a Sports Corner three for Drew Creasy. She's got 6 on the strength of 2 3-pointers. Ellerbrock shots off, no good. Foul's going to be called on Maya Kelly, I do believe, number 14. It is on number 14, Maya Kelly. Team's second, her third.
Personal foul turns to 14, Mia Kelly. That's her third personal foul. Team second.
Ball knocked away by Snodgrass. Out to Seaman. She's going to drive. 6:15 remaining. Oh, man. That was Creasy knocking that away. That looked like a whole lot more arm than basketball, but it goes out of bounds. And Coach Hardison is less than impressed. In fact, he says something and then just turns his back to the official, and I cannot say that I blame him. Mia Kelly hits the triple. She's got 9 points. Ball lost out of bounds by the Bombers. 38-19 the score. Hines blocks that one. Out of bounds. Inbounded through the hands of Snodgrass. Kreiner tracks it down for the Maple Leafs, and then the pass knocked away by Hines, and she'll get the steal. Back the other way it goes. Dante, we hope to see on as many of those games as you can stand to watch. I'll tell you what, they should be some really good basketball. And there's a shot off, no good. Snodgrass with it. 5:30 remaining in the basketball game. Fourth quarter action here from Washington Street Gym, and I'm not sure what Kreiner was doing. I think she thought Seaman was still back there. 5:19 remaining. There's a jumper by Robinson. Gets her first 2 of the night. Pushing it back the other way. Snodgrass comes down with it, and she's going to be fouled by Emmerich. It'll be the first foul of the quarter on the Bombers. It's Emmerich's third, however.
21. 12. Let's get the numbers right. Haley Emmerich picks up the foul. That's her third. Team
Foul shots coming for Snodgrass. She's got a game-high 13 points currently. Make it 14. That's her first free throws of the day, though. Second one is good as well. 15 for Snodgrass to lead all scorers. Emmerich with it as we approach 5 minutes remaining. Creasy wide open on the far side. They just can't get it there. And an inbound pass from Allensworth to McClure was tipped away. Kelly lost it and then threw it right at the feet of Snodgrass. And something is wrong with Kennedy Allensworth, number 23, as she walks up the floor limping. She jogged down limping as well. Back the other way in transition to defense. 4:45 to go in the basketball game. Dribbled right into the corner, and then a foul is going to be called on Mia Kelly. That'll be her fourth. Might have been a bit of an acting job for Haley Emmerich, but there was contact, and it was enough to get the foul call. Checking in for Geneseo, number 34, Peyton Snyder. McClure takes a seat. Emmerich takes a seat. Stortsom back in. Sophie Wilson in for the Bombers as well. Creasy with it. 4:35 left in the fourth quarter. And that ball from Stortsom on the skip pass to Wilson was a little too tall and out of bounds. Possession to Geneseo. 4:31 left in the basketball game. Snyder with it, has to wait for everybody to get across half court. She's guarded by Allensworth, and Allensworth obviously has a bad wheel. She is not moving very well. She cannot keep up, and she needs to be out of the basketball game, it looks like to me, but she's a fighter. She's not going to quit. She's as stubborn as they come for this Bomber squad. She does not give up, but, man, she is noticeably limping out there with 4:15 to go. Creasy with it. Stortsom skips it across to Creasy. 3:58 into Allensworth. Down the corner, Robinson for three. It's off, no good. Ellerbrock with the rebound. Yeah, if they could get it to 10, it'd probably be a bit of a win here, right, Dante? You're right. There's a shot up by Snodgrass and in. That is not going to help. Snodgrass has 17 to lead all scorers. 3:28 remaining. Allensworth, Stortsom. And a foul is going to be called on Seaman. It'll be her third. I don't think they'll count that. Team foul number 4 for the Maple Leafs. I forgot to put one of the free throws on from Snodgrass earlier. Creasy shot off, no good. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it out to Robinson. Robinson wants to step back three. Can't take it. 3:11. Wilson looks at the three. Doesn't take it. Now Stortsom. Three on the way. Bombers off, no good. Short again. It's tipped out. Rebound picked up off the floor by Kreiner. I do believe it is Kreiner. And she'll take it back the other way. And another foul going to be called. This one on Drew Creasy, I do believe. Nope, they're going to call it on Stortsom. That'll be her third, team second. .250 remaining. Looks like Ella Hare getting ready to come in for the Bombers. As Allensworth took a seat. Ella Hare comes in. Kylie Robinson takes his note. Is Robinson taking a seat? Ball saved in by Mills. Skipped across by Snyder. Kreiner, jumper blocked by Creasy. Hare came down with it, and now Creasy's going to bring it up the floor with 2:30 remaining in the basketball game. Abernathy set to check in for the Bombers. And Hare with it. Also set to check in is Lauren Newkirk for Geneseo. Sophie Wilson's three is off, no good. She comes up with the team rebound, kicks it out to Hare. Hare right elbow jumper off, no good. Ball picked up off the floor by Kreiner. She puts it on the floor with 2:05 to go. Snodgrass with it. Kreiner. 152. Mills. Snyder was wide open. Mills is going to drive, put the shot up off the bottom of the rim, no good. And a jump ball is going to be called to be possession to Geneseo. Abernathy comes in. Drew Creasy checks out. Snyder over to Newkirk. Mills for three. It's well off. Newkirk had a chance at the bucket. Couldn't catch the ball. That's going to be lost. Now Newkirk with it. Right side. 1:23 remaining. Mills. A couple more subs getting ready to check in for Maple Leafs. Newkirk shots left short. Rebound to Wilson as Hare and Seaman come together. And Seaman loses that battle, but gets herself up and back into defensive position. 1 minute remaining as the ball goes out of bounds with 1 minute on the clock. Subs coming in. Number 32 is Morgan Claret. Number 45 is Caroline Green. Mills is still out there. Kelly's still out there. And number 42 is Newkirk. Shot blocked. In for the Bombers. Number 33 is Dakota Thorman. And also out there is Lucy Platt, number 13. 35 seconds remaining. Thorman down to Hare. Hare's turnaround. Good for the Bombers. Down low, Newkirk has it out top now, as that was Green who got it out to her. Now another stolen ball as Abernathy does battle and get it back. Now it's going to be tipped around again. 5 seconds remaining. It's going to go out of bounds. Possession to Geneseo with 4.1 seconds left. .1 left here in this one. Green going to put up the shot. It's blocked by Abernathy, and that's how it's going to end. 42-23 the final. Geneseo gets the win. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with some stats here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH right after this.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets a much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back to Macomb High School. Kind of did it again. Washington Street Gym here in Macomb, Illinois, as the Bombers drop a 42-23 decision to the Maple Leafs of Geneseo High School. Thank you, everybody from Geneseo that was watching. We greatly appreciate you all watching. Tell you that the leading scorers for tonight for the Bombers in the losing effort, high scorer was Kennedy Allensworth. She had 8 points, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. She's the only Bomber to shoot free throws tonight. 6 points for Drew Creasy on the strength of a pair of Sports Corner threes. Haley Emmerich had 2. Kate Stortstrom had a Sports Corner 3. And Kylie Robinson had 2 points for the Bombers. For the Maple Leafs of Geneseo, a game-high 17 for Addison Snodgrass. She had 3 3-pointers and was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 11 points for Hannah Kreiner. She was 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Caitlin Seaman had 2. 9 points for Mia Kelly. She was 2 of 4 from the free throw line. And Kendall Ellerbrock had 2 as well. As a team, the Maple Leafs were 7 of 12 from the free throw line. So that's how we got to where we went. 42-23. Bombers drop a game here at the Washington Street Gym. Thank you, Dante. We appreciate that. I do greatly appreciate you watching all the time. It's great to talk to you. Maybe someday we'll be at a tournament where I can actually catch up with you and meet you in person. But we appreciate you watching all the time. We appreciate everybody watching here as the Bombers drop a varsity girls contest 42-23 to Geneseo. That will do it for tonight. Thanks for watching. We'll be back on Friday here at the Macomb High School for the boys game against Canton. And then it's the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament next week. We're still trying. We may go to the MVIT on Monday for West Prairie and Bushnell. We'll let you know that if it happens. So for everybody here at Washington Street Gym, I'm Dwayne Hulett. Thanks for watching. We will see you again down the road very, very soon. Have a great and happy Merry Christmas.